assignments, doubts, exams. We have got you back. EduPlanner make every chapter easy to understand. Stay tuned, learn more, grow with us.
In order to determine the noble gas configuration for the following atoms when they become ions, first we determine whether it becomes a cation or an anion. We can use the fourth column on the periodic table as a benchmark to determine whether something will become a cation or an anion. Anything that comes before the line that I drew on the fourth column will become a cation. Anything that comes afterwards will become an anion. Elements in the fourth column can become either. So first, let's look at rubidium. Rubidium is in the first column of the periodic table. Since it becomes a cation, it's going to adopt the electron configuration of the noble gas that comes before it. This is because it's going to lose an electron. Therefore, it's going to have a configuration identical to the noble gas that comes before it, in this case, krypton. So its electron configuration can be represented as such. Similarly, when we look at the second question, which asks about barium, we see that barium will also become a cation. In this case, it will lose 2 electrons. When it loses its 2 electrons, its configuration becomes identical to the noble gas that comes before it. In this case, xenon. Its electron configuration can be drawn as such. When we look at the third question, we look at gallium. Again, gallium becomes a cation as well. It will lose 3 electrons, since it's in the third column of the periodic table, and become identical in its electron configuration to the noble gas that comes before it, in this case, argon. So we can draw its electron configuration like this. Finally, we look at fluorine. Unlike the other elements that we looked at, fluorine will become an anion. This means it will gain an electron. When fluorine gains an electron, it's going to have an electron configuration identical to the noble gas that comes after it on the periodic table, in this case, neon. So its electron configuration can be drawn like this. As a reminder, all of the electron configurations that I drew for the atoms are for their ions.